a big wingman welcome to the wingman's path to positivity, to raising your vibration, and to creating a life of your choosing, right? Of your choosing. How great is that? If you don't know, my name is Michael Gross. I'm the lucky guy who gets to be the wingman on the wingman's path to positivity, and I welcome you and I thank you and I appreciate you inviting all us wingmates in to share a spark of positive energy. Because you know, if you've been with me any time at all, you know I always say the more of us that get to share that spark of positive energy, the easier it becomes for each of us to hold on to that spark and share it with our loved ones and our families and our friends and our neighbors and our communities. And the more we're able to surround ourselves with positive energy, the easier it becomes to keep bringing that positive energy into our lives and to raise our vibration, and therefore then start seeing clearly how to create a life of our choosing. So I welcome you and thank you, and let's get right to today's practice, which goes right along with creating a life of your choosing. And I called it, I'm setting the tone. I'm setting the tone. It's Monday morning where I am. And so what I like to do sometimes on a Monday morning, this is an old practice, what I call an oldie but a classic, an oldie but a goodie, right? I'm setting the tone. I just say over and over to myself, I'm setting the tone. And as I do, I think about the tone that I want to set for today, for this week, for this month, for my life. I'm figuring out how I want it. When I say I'm setting the tone, I like to try and think about what I want to create and whether I have a long-term goal of creating a life of my choosing and what that looks like for me. And you can tell what it looks like for me traveling around the world. By the way, I'm coming to you from a busy intersection here in Hoi An, Vietnam. Or I'm just thinking about the day and what I want to accomplish for that day. When I say to myself, I'm setting the tone, or set the tone, say it with me. I'm setting the tone. And as you say it, think about what you want to accomplish. Because what I have found is when I say I'm setting the tone, I start thinking about exactly what I want to accomplish, or the life I want to create for myself, or the short-term goals. Maybe it's nothing action-oriented, or maybe it is, or maybe it's I just want to create more love in my life, more kindness, more joy, more happiness, more helping my neighbor, more helping the others. Whatever it is, right here, right now, join me and let's set the tone. Let's start setting the tone for the rest of your life, for how you want to create a life of your choosing, for how you want to live the rest of your life. Let's start setting the tone right here, right now. You and me together. We're setting the tone for each of us individually on how we want to set the tone, on how we want to live our life, be it just for the day, be it for the week, be it for the month. What do you want to create? In how much time? And let's start setting the tone. Yeah? Every time I say set the tone, or I'm setting the tone, it brings me a smile, because I know that all I have to do is get myself moving in the direction. And that's how I set the tone. I set the tone by just moving in that direction, by just taking that first step, that first actionable step, that first thought step, that first, maybe it's you want to just be more of a meditating type of person. So the first step you're going to take is to meditate. Maybe it's to create some action in your life, to do something to start ticking off your to-do list today. And you want to start early and often to get it done and get that first step out of the way, because when you do, when you move in that direction, you start setting the tone. You start setting the tone for how you want to live that day. And of course that leads into the week, the month, the year, the decade, the lifetime. Set the tone. Say it with me. I'm setting the tone. I'm setting the tone. Whether it means you're going to clean up your house, or clean up your mess, or clean up where you are, or you're just going to start living more kindly and more lovingly and more helpful. Whatever it is for you, today is a great day to start setting the tone. I know whenever I start setting my tone, the tone I want to create, it always makes me feel better. It always makes my vibration, brings my vibration up a little bit, right? Brings my vibration up a notch. And when you set the tone, and start bringing your vibration up. The universe always answers. However you are setting the tone, what you're doing, how are you setting the tone, and the universe will always reflect back to you and send you back exactly what you're sending out. The vibration, the action, what you're sending out, you're gonna get matched, right? You're gonna get matched. And that's a wonderful thing when you're putting things out there that you're moving in the direction of creating a life of your choosing. When you're setting the tone. Say it with me once more. I'm setting the tone. Oh, I like that. Say it again. I'm setting the tone. I'm setting the tone for how I want to live the rest of my life. And I'm setting the tone, and I'm doing it right here, right now, today. I'm setting the tone. I thank you so much for being with me and sharing this spark of positive energy with me and all my wingmates and you, and we start creating more and more positive energy. And one thing I've learned, I do these for free every morning, because one thing I've learned, there's a whole lot of negative energy that we all have to combat. We all have to knock around. And it doesn't matter whether you're in Hoi An, Vietnam, or you're in Florida in the United States, or you're in Ontario, Canada, or Tasmania, Australia. Doesn't matter where you are. The one thing I love about our technology and about our sharing positive energy is it goes all over, and it enables each of us to bring positive energy into our lives. So I thank you for sharing this with us. Have a wonderful day today, one in which you set the tone, on how you want to live today and the rest of your life. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Your wingman, Michael, from the Wingman's Path to Positivity, here on a busy street corner in Hoi An, Vietnam, signing off.